Hello and welcome back to On the Inside Edge. Today, I'm on the inside edge of the men's Olympic podium. And oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about because this competition was an absolute corker and one hell of a show because the results are a little shocking and most definitely surprising. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This podium was definitely not the one that people were expecting. We have just crowned a new Olympic champion, and your new champion is Mikhail Shaidorov of Kazakhstan. And before I explain why this medal is not only important for Mikhail himself, but also for the country of Kazakhstan and the figure skating world, let me talk a little bit about his two other podium finishers. Our Olympic silver medalist is Yuma Kageyama from Japan. This is actually Yuma's fourth Olympic silver medal, as he just won one in the team event with Team Japan, and he was also the Olympic silver medalist at the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympic Games, as well as the silver medalist in the team event there. Yuma's short program set to I Wish, the figure skating remix, was absolutely amazing as we got to see more of his fun and playful personality as he was just smiling throughout the entire program and really seemed to enjoy himself. And it was an absolutely brilliant program. Now, I would like to talk about his free skate as well, set to Turandot, the Christopher Tin finale, as it was specifically composed for Yuma Kageyama at these Olympics. Despite the uncharacteristic falls that Yuma had on his quad sow and his quad flip, he still did, nonetheless, an amazing job here at Milano Cortina 2026, which secured him the silver medal for the second time in the individual event. Nevertheless, despite all of the mistakes in his free skate, overall it was an amazing showing by Yuma Kageyama here at the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games, and my hat is off to him for fighting no matter what happened. So congratulations to Yuma Kageyama. Next, we have our Olympic bronze medalist, Shun Sato from Japan. If you guys watched my men's Olympic picks, you'll know that I said if in the Olympics Shun doesn't do that well in the short program, do not fear, he might be preparing for a comeback. Well, that certainly proved to be true, as Shun Sato was ninth in the short program after a disastrous performance there, but he managed to claw his way up and put himself in contention for a medal after an amazing free skate that put him into third overall in the men's discipline. Shun certainly embodied the Firebird in his free skate, as the Firebird is typically associated with winning something, specifically a treasure, after a dangerous and perilous quest, in which Shun's quest was coming back from ninth place in his short program to secure the bronze medal here at Milano Cortina 2026. Much like the Firebird, who isn't afraid to put up a fight and to go down blazing in flames, Shun Sato wasn't ready to let it go either. He put down an amazing fight, an amazing skate, and put himself on the podium in bronze medal position. So congratulations to Shun Sato for your amazing free skate. And also, my hat is off to you for fighting for those comebacks, no matter how much the odds seem to be stacked against you. Once again, huge congratulations. Now, before we dive into Mikhail Shaidorov and his historic win, I must shout out to Ilia Malinin. Ilia Malinin's short program was absolutely amazing and nothing short of fantastic. I specifically loved his cut to the Lost Crown, and I think it suits him incredibly well. Despite his mistakes in his free program, which are very uncharacteristic for him as he doubled many of his jumps, we believe that he will come back stronger than ever and he'll be ready to show us what he is made out of. And this will be nothing but a small setback in his career, as he has incredibly far to go and so much more that he can accomplish. Now, let us discuss the golden man of the hour, the Olympic champion, Mikhail Shaidorov, and why Mikhail's win is so important and history-making for the country of Kazakhstan. Mikhail's win here at the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games marks the first time a Kazakh skater has stood on the top step of the podium, earning a gold medal. It is Kazakhstan's first gold medal ever in the men's singles discipline. Of course, we can't talk about Mikhail without acknowledging the man who inspired him to start skating in the first place, and it is none other than the Kazakh skater Denis Ten. Denis Ten was the first skater from Kazakhstan to stand on the podium at the World Championships, the Four Continents Championships, the Asian Winter Games, and of course the Olympic Games, where he won the bronze medal at the 2014 Sochi Games, just behind Patrick Chan and Yuzuru Hanyu. And that was the first time a Kazakh skater had ever stood on an Olympic podium, and at that time it was a historic first. And of course, Mikhail has now surpassed his idol by placing first on the podium, marking another historic achievement for Kazakhstan. Sadly, Denis Ten passed away on the 19th of July in Almaty. So, fly high, Denis Ten. We will remember you and all your amazing contributions to figure skating. And I hope you are looking down at Mikhail and you're incredibly proud of his achievements here at Milano Cortina 2026. Now, of course, you might be wondering why the name of this video is History Repeats Itself, a Surprise Podium. Well, it's because Mikhail's coach, Alexei Urmanov, was also not the favorite to win the Olympic gold at the 1994 Lillehammer Olympic Games. Alexei won the gold medal ahead of the main favorites Brian Boitano, Viktor Petrenko, and Kurt Browning, who all performed disastrously in the short program, which opened the door for Alexei to claim the gold medal at the 1994 Lillehammer Winter Olympic Games. And it was honestly a shocker for everyone at that Olympics because he was not at all predicted to win, but because the main favorites flopped horribly, he was able to claim the gold medal. Now, Alexei Urmanov's story heavily mirrors that of his student Mikhail Shaidorov, as Mikhail was not at all projected to win the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games. Since it is also Mikhail's debut at the Winter Olympic Games, and he was very much a dark horse coming in, the predictions placed him around the top 5, I would say. But it was not at all expected that he would go on to win the gold medal here, as he was competing against the heavy favorites, Ilia Malinin and Yuma Kagiyama. So, after some uncharacteristic mistakes from the top two men, Ilia and Yuma, it opened the door for Mikhail to claim the Olympic gold. Mikhail skated the best out of all the men that night, and he won in style as he swapped out his planned triple flip for a quad flip out of nowhere and left many of the commentators shocked. Also, as someone watching from my TV, I was also shocked that he chose to throw in the quad flip. So, congratulations, Mikhail Shaidorov, on your historic win for Kazakhstan, and congratulations on your Olympic gold medal. In closing, as we reflect on Mikhail Shaidorov's historic win here at the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games, it is my hope that his actions here and his achievements will continue to inspire young Kazakh skaters to see themselves on the Olympic podium and to continue skating and achieve their dreams. Just as Denis Ten lit the torch and held it high for Mikhail, it is my hope that Mikhail will continue to hold the torch high and continue to be an inspiration for young Kazakh skaters going forward. And that's the end of our special episode here on The Inside Edge, where I covered the historic win of Mikhail Shaidorov here at the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games. I hope you enjoyed this special episode, and I shall see you all again in the next one.